Welcome back, everybody. If you've got questions today, and you just might, very interesting topic, Brenda Hollingsworth is here to answer your questions regarding the law. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Ottawa.morning, ctv.ca. You can also Facebook us questions. Just give us a call. How are you, Brenda?
Very well, thanks. How are you?
Good. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks very much.
You noticed it as soon as the weather gets nice enough, and certainly more and more every day. There are motorcycles on the roads now, and they're here to stay for the summer.
That's right, and motorcycles create a lot of business for personal injury lawyers, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, because as a former motorcycle rider, I shouldn't say former, I don't have a bike right now, but who knows? I've had them several times in my life. You're guaranteed to have at least one crash on your motorcycle. That's the law.
Well,
that's the rule.
That's what I'm told.
Yeah.
That you've either had one or you're about to have one.
Yeah, it could happen, and there's many reasons for that. I mean, a lot of times the motorcycle rider is at fault. Oftentimes, other drivers in other vehicles are unaware of the motorcycle.
Yeah.
So it happens easily and far too often.
Oh yeah, it's really quite common. When the motorcycle is at fault, I often don't see the accident because the other driver isn't usually hurt. The accidents I see are accidents where motorcycle's injured and it's somebody else's fault.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that happens a lot.
You know, one of the things you learn when, and I highly recommend the safety course that's available. I think it's the Canada Safety Council that puts it on. I've taken that course, and they show you different ways to make yourself visible on the road, because that's the major issue, I think.
That's right, you're just not seen.
Yeah, is blind spots and people in vehicles, be they cars, trucks, or whatever, just not aware of motorcycles and where they could possibly be. So you put yourself in position to be seen, either in a rear view mirror, a side mirror, what have you, right?
Yeah, you want to own your spot in the lane.
Yeah. Are motorcycles and other vehicles the same when it comes to the law?
Generally speaking, they are. Certainly the rules of the road are the same, if you're even if you're on a bicycle for the most part.
Right.
And your entitlements, if you've had an accident, are also very similar. Motorcycle accidents tend to be quite serious. And so people who have had a motorcycle injury tend to need a lot of rehabilitation.
Right.
And they, just like a car driver, you will get most of your rehabilitation through your own insurance.
Right.
So when you've had an accident, even if you're not at fault, you want to be contacting your own insurance to set up your accident benefits.
I guess that's you know, one of the things I'm sure when you talk to people who've been involved in motorcycle crashes in one way or another, having the proper insurance is key, because if not, you could find yourself seriously injured with rehab staring you right in the face and not have the money to cover it.
Yeah, that's right. You want to make sure that you don't just check off the box for the standard policy. If you need, because of your income or because of your family situation, if you need extended coverage, make sure you have it. And make sure, and this goes for everyone, not just motorcycles, make sure you have enough liability coverage. Most of us are driving around with $1 million in liability coverage. If you can afford more, especially if you have a family, you should have more.
You think there should be more in many cases?
Well, I have $5 million.
Do you really?
I'm a little worried, and I see all the things that can go.
Why do you have so much?
Well, here's the thing. If you become a quadriplegic or a paraplegic because of a motor vehicle accident, your lifetime costs, you know, if you're a sort of average age adult.
Let's say you're 35.
Millions and millions, far exceeding the 5 million that I have, certainly far exceeding the 1 million that most people have. So if I cause an accident that creates serious injuries, my personal assets are at risk. But that's not really why I do it. I do it because if I have $5 million of insurance, you cause an accident and you only have 1 million, I get the benefit of my 5 million. My insurance company has to pay the difference. Right. It's called the Family Protection Endorsement. So that liability insurance, you're actually protecting yourself and your family.
Right.
Yeah, it's really, really important.
And that applies to any vehicle.
That's right.
We're going to focus on motorcycles today. So maybe, and this is the time of year I saw on the weekend, every Sunday morning I drive by to go to the golf course, and out in Canada they have the motorcycle training courses and so on. So obviously every year there's a load of new drivers on the road. So maybe you have a question about what happens in the case of an accident involving a motorcycle if you're a new driver and so on. If you have those questions, get in touch with us. We'd be happy to answer them. Here's the phone number, 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Ottawa.morning@ctv.ca. Facebook us a question. Brenda Hollingsworth, personal injury lawyer, is here to answer your questions on Ask the Expert, and we'll be right back.